story time and songs about frogs. Hi Kinder friends, we're going to practice our Skidamarink song now, so we're ready to sing it to the dads on Father's Day.
Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo, I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo, I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo, I love you.
And then it sings again, so you can practice it one more time.
Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo, I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo, I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo, I love you.
Great job everyone. Keep practicing and we're going to sing that song to your dad on Father's Day. That would be a nice song to sing, wouldn't it? Today is World Indigenous Literacy Day and I thought I'd share with you a traditional Aboriginal story from the Dreamtime called Tiddalick the Frog. Can you see him? Long ago in the Dreamtime, a huge red frog roamed the earth. His name was Tiddalick. Tiddalick was so large that his back touched the sky. He was so wide that he filled the space between the two mountain ranges. When he moved, the ground trembled and his feet made holes as big as the valley. One day he woke up and he had a very bad sleep and he was very, very, very grumpy. He was also very, very thirsty. Water! He bellowed. Water! His words made the clouds crackle with thunder. He found a river and drank all the water. He found a lake and emptied that too. He kept on drinking until every single waterhole was dry. Tiddalick was now bulging. Oh my goodness, he's big. He had so much water in him, he was ready to burst. He was too uncomfortable to move. His eyes shut and he fell into a deep sleep. The days went by and Tiddalick slept. There was no sign of rain in the sky. The sun scorched the earth and the grass withered and the trees lost their leaves and the beautiful earth became brown and cracked. Kangaroo, kookaburra, platypus, they were very, very anxious. They had watched Tiddalick drinking up all the water. Now their land was turning to dust. Oh, that's so sad. It's a very bad drought and look at that big Tiddalick. The earth is so cracked that I can't hop around anymore, grumbled Kangaroo. There's nowhere for me to swim, moaned Platypus. Tiddalick must return our water, said Kookaburra. But the animals were too scared to go near Tiddalick because he was so grumpy. Here comes Kookaburra. I know what we can do. Let's make him laugh. Then he'll spill out the water. So Kookaburra flew right up to Tiddalick. She sang some funny songs and she wriggled and she jiggled and she danced, and Tiddalick opened one eye and shut it again. Platypus went up to Tiddalick. She told a few jokes and then she flipped and she flopped. Tiddalick opened the other eye and shut it again. He doesn't seem very interested. Next it was Kangaroo. He twirled and he whirled and he thumped and he bumped. Tiddalick opened both eyes and then shut them again. He was still not working. Just then, Little Eel came rushing up to Tiddalick. "I can make Tiddalick laugh," he cried. He raced towards Tiddalick, turning somersaults all the way. Zoop, zoop. Little Eel climbed up onto the bulging stomach of Tiddalick. He scrambled to get to the top. And then he stood and looked at the giant frog. Tiddalick opened his eyes. He was so astonished to see Little Eel all shivering and shaking on his body. "Ooh!" That's his astonished face. Tiddalick made a rumbling noise. He chuckled, and a trickle of water came dribbling out of his mouth. He chuckled a bit more. Soon he was rumbling with laughter. Water spilled from his mouth and down it ran. Tiddalick couldn't stop laughing at the sight of the little eel sitting on his belly, and he laughed and he laughed and he felt less grumpy. Soon the land was awash with water. The grasses began to grow again, and the tiny leaves began to cover the bare branches of the trees. And do you know what? To this day, Tiddalick has never emptied the land of water. Why? Look at him there with the eel. Well, Little Eel knows just what to do now when Tiddalick gets grumpy and thirsty. It's so important that people share what they have, isn't it? Because if you take all the water, then all the animals miss out, and that'd be sad. Do you know there is a frog like Tiddalick, and when he gets thirsty, he drinks all the water and keeps it in his cheeks like this. And do you know that you can actually squeeze those frogs and the water comes out? So Tiddalick is a true story about frogs that can carry water in their cheeks. And it's from the Dreamtime. Pretty cool. Before I forget, don't forget your Father's Day questionnaires, and you draw a picture of Daddy in the circle, and then we've got some questions like what's Daddy's favourite food and how old is Daddy? So fun stuff like that. And now you're going to see what it would be like if I was a frog.
Galump went the little green frog one day. Galump went the little green frog. Galump went the little green frog one day, and the bill went clump, clump, clump. But we all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da,